What is up? Let's get this party started. How's everybody doing out there? I'm Paul Stressner, and this is a Tell Your Story live writing sprints. And this is a part of the Gen X Journeys brand. And I'm excited to do some writing sprints with you today. So what we'll do, I'll give a few minutes for people to join us, and then I'm going to set a timer for 30 minutes. And then you can work on whatever you look to work on, especially if it's a writing project, if you just want to catch up on emails or do research, things like that. This is a time for you to have some time for yourself. And let me see, let me go on some chats. Hey, Hoffman, happy Thursday. And yep, so we'll do 30 minutes tonight, and then we'll take a little bit of a break. I'll do a trivia question. I haven't picked it out yet. And then we'll do another 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and wrap things up. So I hope you've all been having a good week. And I just found out last night that the Rich Thinking anthology that I'm a part of is going to officially be released on August 17th, which is a week from Monday already. So instead of working on my Journey of the Roadrunner book, my editing portion of that, there's a lot of promotion I need to do for this. I'm going to get ready for that. And there's some work I got to do for that. I need to gather a review team. So when it goes up on Amazon, whoever is part of my team can review the book. And I think, like, if you get so many reviews, then it can end up on the bestseller list. So it's like a little bit of a strategy there. So it's exciting. And then so I need to find a team for that. And I have, like, my chapters. Ooh, I forgot what my chapter is called. Something mile. Oh boy, it was so long ago that I wrote it, and now my brain just went blank. I'm gonna bring it up. Hello. Well, I'll find it. Something mile. I'm getting errors here. It popped up on my phone, so I'm going to play around with it. But it's about how a couple of years ago, I was doing the Marine Corps Marathon for my very first marathon. I've been doing 5Ks before that. And so I was training for a marathon. And in May of 2024, my back blew out. And I couldn't do anything, any kind of training, upper body, lower body, nothing until the beginning of September. And then the marathon was at the end of October. So normally you have 3 to 4 months to train for a marathon, but I had to do it in less than 2 months. So I was running along the marathon, and I got to around 20 miles in, and I was hurting really bad, but I was going to friggin' crawl across the finish line if I had to. But then a worker there, a volunteer, had stopped me and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, the bridge is closed. You can't finish the race." And apparently there was a cutoff that I didn't know about. And after going 20 miles and being in pain, that was so frustrating. And I was angry at first, but then I turned that anger into fuel. So I worked harder. I worked on my core. I did a lot of things. And so then I was ready and I did the marathon the next year, and I finished. So this Rich Thinking book, it's not only about, some stuff might be about money, I'm not sure, but it's centered around a rich mindset. And I talk about the mindset of, how to succeed, overcoming obstacles. So I tell my story about that. So, yep. And so I'll be in chapter 20 of that book. So, yep, very exciting. So I'm going to, at least the first writing sprints, I'm going to do a little work on that. I did work on my Journey of the Roadrunner book this week too. So I'm happy about that. I made some progress on that. So at least I did get some work done for that. So, if anybody else is here, feel free to tell me who you are, where you're from, what you're working on, and we'll probably get going in a couple of minutes, and well, maybe less than a couple of minutes. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And then maybe if I get enough stuff done that I want, then the second sprints I'll get some more editing done because I really want to get this book done too. So, all right, let's. That's enough chit chat. Let's hop into these writing sprints. Okay. All right, I'll set the timer for 30 minutes, and I'll see you all in 30. Good luck. Is this thing working? Okay, we're back. That friggin' flew by. Well, I got one post done. How did everybody do that's participating today? Yep, I got a post written. Ooh, I should bring it up. Yeah, I'll read what I wrote. Oh, by the way, my chapter is called The Finish Line. So I wrote something big is coming. I'm one of 30 authors behind Rich Thinking. It's launching August 17th, 2026. My chapter is about turning a heartbreaking setback into the fuel for an unforgettable comeback. And I can't wait to share it with you. Stay tuned. So, yep, coming up soon. So, this will be the second book I'm in, and actually next week I'm getting together with a lot of the people that were in the Born to Risk book. We're doing at Virginia Beach. We're doing a big mastermind thing for the weekend, so that'll be a lot of fun. Oh, sorry to hear about that off slow day. Yeah, that happens. That happens to you all the time. Yeah, I didn't get anything written today, but yeah. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just post on Instagram and TikTok, and then maybe I'm almost done editing another chapter, so I might actually be that one's almost done, so I might be able to pull that off in 30 minutes. So we'll see what happens. I almost forgot about the trivia. Let's see. Well, I'm changing this one up a bit, even though I probably shouldn't make it harder, but it would be. What? Who wrote the song "Manic Monday" that the Bangles performed? And it wasn't the Bangles. The person who wrote it is extremely famous, an '80s icon, well, a music icon in general. So, I'll say it's a he. He wrote it. They had a big hit with it. He wrote a lot of other songs too that other people did, and he wrote his own songs that were smashes. So, yep. So if anybody else is out there, if you're working on anything, let me know how you did, what you're working on, where you're from, and yeah. So it's exciting. I'm gonna have a lot of fun next week. Yeah. So we're not gonna be here next week, next Thursday, but yeah. So we'll be back the week after that. And what else is going on? Ooh, I just started another project, because I don't have enough to do already. But I was listening to another podcast. Oh, I forgot who was interviewed. It was on Ali on the Run. It's somebody that's in charge of the USATF, and he just kind of like made an offhand comment that he does this this is site. It's named after a book, 1001 albums to listen to before you die. So there's a book on it, but there's also a website on it. And what you do is you just give your email address, it's free, and then you have access to the site. It's a random album generator, and it has those 1001 albums on it. So each day, when you log in, it gives you an album, and then you can review it and everything. So I've done 6 days so far. So what I'm doing is, of course, because I can't just see it, of course I'm going to listen to the whole album and everything, but of course I got to take it to a new level, and I'm writing about it. I'm doing write-ups on all the albums, reviewing them and everything, and I'm posting it all on social media and my Substack, Gen X Journeys. And this has been so much fun. Today it was Who's Next by The Who. That was like awesome surprise. I had Duke Ellington live at Newport, and it was from 1956, the Newport Jazz Festival, and I'm literally right down the street from where they do the jazz festival, and they just happen to have the jazz festival this past weekend. The album was recorded 70 years ago, practically to the day. And it's just crazy because it's a random generator. It doesn't know anything about me, so it didn't just do that on purpose. So that was pretty cool. I've had the Police on there. The first one was Steely Dan, their first album. It has Reeling in the Years on it, and the whole album was awesome. I only knew like a few songs on there, so it's fun going back and listening to the whole albums. It opens up your world and exposes you to music that you otherwise wouldn't have known about. And I listen to a lot of music, and there's been a lot of surprises so far. There was The Cure. I'm not when the and it was the album Disintegration that was released in 1989. And at the time, I was really into like the hair bands and everything, rock and also R&B and stuff. So that wasn't really in my wheelhouse. I just knew love song, so that was fun. Yeah, I'm loving this, and it's I look forward to each day. You never know what you're gonna get. It could be classical. It could be I don't know if it's classical, but there was that jazz. There could be rock, R&B, rap. So we'll see some folk. I had Neil Young was on there, so yeah, interesting. So it's a lot of fun. So I highly recommend that. It's 1001 albums to listen to before you die. All right, we'll get back to this trivia. Who wrote the song Manic Monday that the Bengals performed? And the answer is Prince. So, and I just found out about that. Well, I was gonna say not too long ago. It might have been 10 years ago when we were doing when I started the Return of the '80s podcast. Our first episode was on Journey, and the second episode was going to be on Fast Times at Ridgemont High. But then Prince died that week, so then we ended up pivoting and we did an episode on Prince, and that's when I found out that he wrote that song. So that's kind of crazy. All right, let's see. All right, what time is it? 7:44. Oh, better. We'll do another 30 here, and then we'll come back and wrap things up. All right, we'll get going on this, and I'll see you on the flip side. Hey everybody, we're back, and well, that was a success. I got everything done I wanted to get done. I finished little promotional thing for the Rich Thinking, and I finished editing yet another chapter. So yeah, successful night. It's amazing what you do. You can set aside an hour. Um, if anybody else is out here watching, want to hop in the chats, tell me how you did, what you're working on, your name and everything, where you're from. Um, it's like my friend Hoffman's out for the night. So I'm very grateful for him. He shows up every week. I love it. Um, yeah, I love setting this time aside for us all to just focus for an hour and get things done that we normally wouldn't. Yeah, it's really helpful just to put aside all distractions for a little bit, and then it's amazing what you can do. Right, and if nobody else is here, just like I said, missed earlier, I'm not going to be back next week, but I'll be in Virginia Beach doing our Born to Risk, our mastermind weekend. So that's going to be a blast. We have events for 3 days, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've never been to Virginia Beach before, so looking forward to it. And then we'll be back the week after, so you can follow me along on Gen X Journeys, or you can follow. It's on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can follow my personal page, The Roadrunner. It's RHODE. And yeah, you can check that out on Instagram. And like I said at the beginning, I'm in the middle of this exciting project, the 1001 albums to listen to before you die. And so I'm doing that. I'll be posting an album every day. Well, I might not get a chance while I'm away, but I'll be catching up. And then the podcast is going strong. And I try to get an episode out every week, just about. And then we do our book club once a month. So we'll be doing that shortly, the CBGB conspiracy. It's going to be a blast. And then September's book will be an anthology series, actually, White Winged Doves. And it's a lot of poems and stuff within the spirit of Stevie Nicks. So, all right. That'll be it for tonight. I hope you all have a great weekend and a great week, a great 2 weeks. And happy writing, everybody.